slow walkout by the Illawarra Steelers, quite in contrast to the way teams used to come out. I've got to be honest with you, I'd like to see them running out and looking as though they're a little bit enthusiastic about what's to come. There's Michael Bolt, one of the old-timers, he said, in inverted commas, playing his 100th game for the Steelers tonight. In fact, the 100 mark was eclipsed by only one other player, and that was Browne Hetherington. He's gone past the 100 for the Steelers. Fireworks exploding skywards. Now, here's a football team running out. That's what we like to see. Come on down, Peter Tunks and the boys from Bulldogs territory. Will they reign supreme again? Will they make it 3 in a row? There's plenty of people prepared to put their money down to say they will. Barry Barnes in charge. Gee, it's a long time since we've seen Barry on TV. The Steelers will go from left to right. The defending champions against the Wooden Spooners for 86. And a good kick-off, not quite finding touch, and O'Brien is tackled, and in comes Illawarra with a 3-man tackle. Here's Dunn, and immediately a penalty goes to Canterbury.
It was a good kick-off by Macklin-Shaw. We haven't seen much of him, if any of him, on television before, but he's a young fellow. I can remember him playing Commonwealth Bank Cup, and he's got one of the longest kicking games in football, and I expect him to use it on plenty of occasions tonight.
Andrew Farrar playing in the centres in number 2. Terry Lamb. And that was a very quick ball out there to Chris Mortimer. It required a good tackle, and Browne Hetherington supplied it. This is Kelly with the headgear. Illawarra coach Brian Smith. Tunks. Got under a tackle from Carberry, but they come in 2s and 3s, and I'll tell you what, Illawarra might be rank outsiders in this match tonight, but I think somebody forgot to tell them. They're going in and they're hitting, as you just saw again, in 4s. They're not going in 2s, but in 4s.
Well, defence has never been one of their problems. They've got one of the best defensive records in the league. They've had no problem stopping points, but they've had all sorts of problems scoring them.
This is the fullback, Chris Macklin-Shaw. Mannix, who played with the Canterbury club prior to moving to Illawarra. Here's the lower grades. Illawarra won the 23s 10-0 and the reserves 28-0. And again they use the kicking game. Currie gets underneath it. He's pulled down by Hardy originally. Coming in over the top was Worthington, the lock in 8 and Bolt in 12. The runaround is on for O'Brien. And Barnes has picked a high tackle from Mackey. Greg Mackey, the halfback. Swinging arm in the tackle, apparently. Let's have a look at it. Here it is on the 2-8 replay. Steve O'Brien. Oh, yes, sirree. Mackey let go with a right. No score. As Macklin-Shaw makes a good run. He's taken play 25 metres out from his own line. Kick ahead now. And a very early tackle by Illawarra, put down the ground by Steve Worthington, and tackled with the ball is Currie for Canterbury. Lamb, Campbell. Sandy Campbell playing in jumper number 15. Hagan, Chris Mortimer. Upfield in 10 is doing a lot of tackling. Well, good quick passing by the forwards, linking up with the winger O'Brien. He comes to the 22, he kicks, it came off the hands of Macklin-Shaw, and Terry Lamb. Mr. Terry Lamb, Esquire, goes in for another try, simply because he follows the football. It stands to reason if you stay somewhere close to the football, you have got a greater chance of scoring tries than the fellow who stands back and simply barracks for one of his colleagues. Have a look at it. Steve O'Brien uses the kick to beat the last line of defence. Macklin-Shaw throws his hands in the air, gets a touch, and automatically puts the ball onside. And Terry Lamb, even though he was behind the kicker anyway, he staggers over the line. Little Baba Lamb picks up another try.
Greg Mackey missed a tackle here in cover defence. He came across to take O'Brien, but O'Brien's got a very good fend. He used the right hand there to push him off. This was one occasion that I would condone the kick ahead. He couldn't get a good pass away. Lamb came through after the ball was touched, and that try by Terry Lamb, the best support player in the game, now makes him the leading point scorer in the Winfield Premiership.
Canterbury, prior to that try, had held the ball for 32 tackles. Illawarra just for 6 tackles. So Lamb, yesterday I put probably the biggest rap I could put on a footballer on Peter Sterling, but I've got this bloke rated at number 2 or equal number 1, let me tell you. Terry Lamb, what a great player. Much, much better than that kick. Here's the score. Canterbury 4, Illawarra yet to score. Farrar kicking for the line. He should find it down near the 22. Well, let's take an update on the condition of David Gillespie. Here's Graham with the Canterbury doctor.
Hugh, David Gillespie, that work accident, I believe he's undergone microsurgery to try and save a finger.
Here's my information from the hospital, Graham, is that the microsurgery at this stage looks to be successful. The arteries have been repaired. The finger was also fractured, and he has got a pin in that finger.
So how long is he expected to be out?
Well, in normal circumstances, you'd expect that the fracture would be about six weeks, probably, before that heals. But as far as the microsurgery is concerned, the next couple of days until the tail.
So he's likely to be out of the semi-finals. For the man himself, David Gillespie, what about his Canterbury tour prospect?
Well, at this stage, given normal healing circumstances, one would only hope that he would still be fit to be able to play by the time the Kangaroos are ready to play their first match.
Okay, Hugh, thanks for taking time out to join us. Ray, I'm pretty sure that you would find that one David Gillespie, affectionately known as Cement out Canterbury-Bankstown way, would be watching this game tonight. I'm sure we send him all our best.
Sure, Graham, yeah. Yes, David, good luck to you. It's a bit of a blow for you, I know, but you'll find there's ups and downs in life. That's only a minor dipsy-doodle, old boy. Bugden, Lamb, Hagan, Farrar, O'Brien going for the corner. Oh, easy. Oh dear, Chris Macklin-Shaw had him in his sights. He had the sideline to help him. But Steve O'Brien went, well, he put a little bit of an in and away into his work, and then he beat the Illawarra fullback so easily. So it was simply a case of Canterbury pushing the ball out wide, then that long cutout pass, and he comes to the fullback after beating the winger, and O'Brien went in for one of the easiest winger tries that he'll ever score.
This was a well-constructed try by Canterbury. There were 2 cutout passes. Firstly, that one behind a man's back, and the second one in front of the face of a player. The ball went onto O'Brien. I thought Macklin-Shaw probably played into O'Brien's hands. He got flat-footed instead of coming forward to make the tackle on the man. That gave O'Brien enough room to move, and he scored the Bulldogs' second try.
22 metres out, a couple of metres in from touch. Former Dally M player of the year, Terry Lamb. Dally's coming up in a fortnight. There she goes. It's coming around, but not quickly enough. No goal. Scoreline, Canterbury 8, the Steelers yet to score. A bit difficult working at Belmore from the hillside. We just can't quite see the timepiece or the scoreboard without almost poking your head out the front of the box. Penalty to Illawarra. Shaw takes the kick for line, and he fails to find it. So really Nothing's going right for Illawarra. I tend to think that Brian Smith's game plan might have been made with good intention, but here's Paul Dunn opening them up, looking to his left for this man O'Brien. Langmack gets it away for Chris Mortimer, and they're now 25 metres out from the Illawarra line. They're fanned right across the ground to the right. Terry Lamb holds it back. Still in the centre of the ground. They can go either way. Hagan, Langmack, Currie's with him. Gets a one-hander back. Chris Mortimer knocks on. Has Michael Pattison got the ball? No, it's a knock-on. Worthington. Good football. This is Upfield now. Tackle's gone. And Seamus O'Connell puts the kick in. Sandy Campbell back there. And comes across the ground before trying to split them, and he does, and it's a good run by Campbell. It's all of 30 metres as he reaches the halfway line. Tunks.
Well, you have another example of it. No good kicking unless you have a good chase and pin the opposition down. Illawarra kick. Campbell ran the ball back easily, and now here they are again as they've been all this first half, back in Illawarra territory.
Bugden, Hagan, Lamb. Little ball for Chris Mortimer. Arms free. Back and now. Way to Hagan. Out the back, and it's coming down, I think, to Illawarra. I think Browne has it. Yep. Hardy tackled about 8 metres on his side of the halfway. Did I hear a siren?
Just a bugle in the crowd.
Peter Smith playing the ball. Pattison. Put down there by O'Connell. Knock on and a scrum to go down. 8-0 in favour of Canterbury.
Well, the entertainment continues here at half-time to his Monday Night Football with the Fire Brigade Band and the Academy Guards as we welcome to his Monday Night Football, Stevie Mortimer. Steve, the reason why you weren't out there tonight?
Oh, I copped the knock in the game against St George last week in the Monday night game, Graham, and I'm not 100%. And I thought it was better to rest it and just give me an extra few days for recovery.
So there's no doubt about Sunday in South Sydney?
Oh, no, there's no doubt. I probably could have played at a pinch tonight, but I didn't want to risk it. And I want to say that it is a more important game on Sunday, so I'll leave it like that.
Saunders in 15. There he is on camera, taking the place of Stanbrough. Canterbury intact. Illawarra required to make 134 tackles. Canterbury 69. Right there on your screen is pretty good evidence of a game plan that backfired. Or maybe I should say a game plan that wasn't carried out exactly the way the coach would have expected. Kicking causes you to have to make twice as many tackles as your opponents, then something's gone wrong. Something's gone haywire somewhere. This is Worthington now. He's tackled just outside the 22. Illawarra's got to find a way to crack Canterbury if they're going to have any hope here tonight. I can't recall that they actually opened them up once. Maybe Brian Hetherington did once. But for the most part, all they've done is given Canterbury tackling practice and not very much of it. This is Bolt. The fullback, Macklin-Shaw, kicks. And Campbell makes the mistake and Currie has to recover. Farrar. Campbell. It's a penalty to Canterbury. It's for interfering with Kelly trying to play the ball. You'll see it here. The man in question was Michael Bolt. He just politely put him back on the ground. So a rather stupid penalty right in front of the referee. All it's done now is relieve the pressure, if there was any pressure on Canterbury. And they're going to now take the tap just into Illawarra's area. Away to Lamb, Hagan, Chris Mortimer. Robinson. He's run very strongly tonight. He's run with a lot of purpose. It's the game that Jeff Robinson plays best. Getting back, winding up. Dunn. Lamb. Got a kick going through. Saunders is back there with the fullback. They've both made a mistake. One of them got a push in the back. Macklin-Shaw tackled. It's a penalty. Yes, that's for the push in the back on one of the Illawarra players, I believe by Andrew Farrar. Let's have a look at it again. The ball beat them. Farrar came through and gave Saunders a push in the back. And though Macklin-Shaw came up with it, Barnes opted to give the penalty. Taken by Worthington. Cross from Mackey to Carberry. O'Connell. Peter Smith hit by the Canterbury defence and hit very hard. Dunn was the man. Or Carberry running a decoy. And the ball just hit him on the shoulder, bounced away. And Canterbury coming up with it. Here's Terry Lamb, popping it up for Andrew Farrar. Farrar comes to Hardy and is taken to ground by that player just outside the Illawarra 22. From Bugden to Kelly on the blind side. And Kelly nicely tackled there by Michael Bolt. Solid tackle. Bugden. Robinson. Tackled high by Pattison, low by O'Connell. Played back to Bugden again. To the blind side comes Hagan. Off to Langmack. Good defence. Again by the hooker, Michael Bolt. And from Hagan, a dummy half to Kelly. Kelly takes it a couple of paces before giving it to Paul Dunn. And Dunn stands tall, stands firm. From Bugden away to Hagan. On to Lamb. And Lamb puts the kick in behind the winger. The fullback is there, Macklin-Shaw. It'll be a line drop. Illawarra, the first team to play Monday Night Football. They played Souths.
Well, Illawarra haven't played all of that well tonight.
Carberry, Bill, making a good break. Looking for runners. Michael Pattison was there, but Carberry couldn't get him the pass. This is Hardy to play it now.
As I was about to say, they're still only down by 8 points to 0 and very much in this game. If they could put something together, they could certainly put some pressure on Canterbury, because Canterbury are prepared to go through the motions and just win this match. I'm sure that their players have made a decision, and in spite of what your coach tells you how important each game is, that they'd be happy to go in with no injuries and purely having got the 2 points.
Here's Mackey running into Lamb and put to ground. And Mackey is holding his face. I thought he was going to stay down for a moment. You can find little Terry Lamb. Not only tackled him, he muscled him at the same time. O'Connell now, 15 metres out from the line. 5 tackles gone, penalty to the Steelers. Well, they've got to take the kick. It's only 8-0. And still 28 minutes of time. Touch judges come in. This will be to do with a punch that Terry Lamb threw at Mackey. Not in that tackle, in the previous tackle. Bulldogs support group. Doing their best to distract Macklin-Smith. Gets it away, good. It's a goal. So it's 8 points to 2 in favour of Canterbury over Illawarra. Joe Bolt's done some work in around the rucks for Illawarra. Tunks. 31 tackles, I'm told, by Warwick Roberts, the statistician. Kicked out the back by Tunks. Langmack gets the chance to put the ball into Dunn's hands, then to Lamb. Lamb goes off the left foot, back to the blind side, still going. Flicks it out the back, comes down to Tunks. Tunks shapes the kick. Now he does. The big fellow's tackled late. This could well be a penalty. No, he said play on. And it's a 22 place kick to restart. Well, I suppose I could say let's put it on the replay, but there's no doubt in my mind after Tunks kicked the ball, he was tackled. And it most assuredly should have been a Canterbury penalty. Now it's an Illawarra penalty. Comment, Graham Hughes.
I'd probably just like to raise the question about the Canterbury captaincy. Stevie Mortimer, we're used to him with his chipping game. We saw a grubber kick put through in the first half by Peter Tunks, and now the little kick over the top on both occasions. He was pretty keen to chase and get it back. I just wonder if it does go with the captaincy out this way.
Upfield doing exactly that. Well, I'll tell you what, Canterbury might be in second gear. Here's Worthington, but they better hurry up and get themselves out of this second gear that they're in, because they could well find themselves at 8 points all in a moment. Mackey away to Pattison. It was a bad pass, and Pattison could only take the tackle 20 metres out. Upfield again, and look, there he is again, making many metres. That's the point I was going to make to you. He was allowed to run 10 metres from the tap penalty before he found a defender. Saunders sweeps the ball across. It's gone back behind Pattison, picked up by Seamus O'Connell, and he's tackled 10 metres out, 5 tackles gone. Mackey's to the right, Pattison's out there with him. The ball goes to Mackey, now on to Pattison. Pattison calls them inside. Hetherington sweeps the ball back to Mackey. Mackey puts the kick in behind, and it's fielded over there by Phil Sigsworth. There's the grubber kick through off the boot of Mackey, and Sigsworth read it beautifully. Smith off, and Bradley is on. Boyd. Dunn. Langmack. Good work, Paul Langmack. Farrar. Campbell. Saunders the tackle. Boyd the dummy half. Sigsworth. Come on, Canterbury, let's go ahead. Sigsworth was looking for runners and couldn't find one. Dunn. Out the back. Through from Mortimer to Langmack. Langmack now to Farrar. Farrar's got men on the inside. Finds Boyd. Boyd puts the head back. Finds Campbell. Campbell looks around. It's come off the hand of Farrar. Pass was a mile behind him. They had enough troops there to win a world war. Everywhere you looked, there were blue and white jumpers, and only one Illawarra defender could be found at all times. All they had to do was keep the ball alive and draw and commit. Alchin to half in 20, Hagan to 5/8 in 3, Farrar to the centres in 2, Campbell on the wing in 15, Sigsworth at fullback in 40. Alchin tackled 5 metres out from the line. 22 is Boyd. The only backs actually to have their right numbers on are Sigsworth and Chris Mortimer. I beg your pardon, O'Brien and Chris Mortimer. Tunks a dummy half. Watch for the play that he likes so much. He doesn't go for it. Alchin comes off his left foot. Meets a driving tackle from Illawarra. In particular from Scott Greenland. To the left for Tunks. He spreads it away to Hagan. Hagan looks around, calls Dunn through. And Dunn has tackled 8 metres out. Tackle number 5. Tunks again now. Puts the kick through. And in goal. It's going to be a line dropout that will resume play. Here it is in the Tooheys replay. Tunks, his 3rd kick in the game. That makes 54 kicks in this match tonight. 54 kicks in general play. 28 by Illawarra, 26 by Canterbury. That's high. Sigsworth to play it. 5 minutes of match time remaining. Chris Mortimer. Kelly. They hit the blind side. Langmack sweeps the pass to O'Brien. He's tackled out there by Hardy. Kelly slow to his feet. Bugden goes ahead. Plays about 8 metres out from the line. Here's Dunn going for the line. 5 tackles gone. Dummy half is Bugden. To the right is Jason Alchin. Dummy from Bugden goes ahead, dives at the line. He's held up. It'll be a scrum 5 metres out. Bugden having a go. Boyd. Upfield, the number 10 for Illawarra, making the tackle. He's been one of their stronger players upfield. He's done some good things. Cut out ball by Tunks and a flying catch by Kelly. And that is the siren. The end of Tui's Monday Night Football, with Canterbury-Bankstown defeating Illawarra by 8 points to 2 here at Belmore Sports Ground before a crowd of 10,013. Canterbury, 2 tries. One by Lamb, one by O'Brien. And for Illawarra, their 2 points came off the boot of their fullback, Chris Macklin-Shaw.